Hi everyone.
Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the Saugerton K Factor.
We're very happy to premiere our new show. Hi everyone, I'm William Kemp, and I'm here with my co-host and anchor.
Hi, I'm Joe Pfeffer.
And I'm William Kemp.
I'm still Joe Pfeffer.
And I'm excited to premiere our new show. I've been doing it and preparing for it for months now, and with the help with Mr. Campbell, the Mass Communications Director here at Southington High School, I had the pleasure of doing our first show. Sort of hot outside today, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I'm sweating.
Okay, let's go into our local news, Joe.
At Saugerton High School, it seems it's the gymnasts who found their footing. At the recent Class L championship, it was none other than the Blue Knights who took home their 4th straight title. After graduating most of last year's team, it was Saugerton senior Molly McKinnon who prevented a rebuilding year. McKinnon, the senior captain, had previously been focused on club gymnastics, but she joined the team for her first year. Coach Byram Knox said, "We did outstanding this year. We had no expectations. We just had to go out and see where we stood." Well, it seems Saugerton stands alone again. McKinnon will compete at Bowling Green University in the fall. Will?
All right, let's take a look at our national news headlines. A dispute over a Burlington, Connecticut teenager internet journal came to light on Tuesday to a wide range of federal court judges in New York. Avery Donner, a 17-year-old high school senior, sat in the front row of 3 judge panels lobbing questions at her and her lawyers. Tuesday's case addressed whether Donner should be allowed to serve as senior class secretary at Lewis S. Hills High School, and as class officer. Lewis Mills principal barred Donner from serving on Hills High School's student council after Donner made derogatory comments about school officials. So I'm going to ask you the question, Joe.
Sure.
Do you think that schools nowadays have limits?
Certainly they have limits. I think they need to have limits to promote an educational process that is conducive to all types of students.
All right, let's take a look at our local headlines. Joe?
Thanks. Troubling news came in Sullyton after an executed search warrant resulted in 2 arrests at a local bar on Center Street. David Vitale, 46, of Southington, an employee at My Bar on Center Street, was arrested and is accused of selling drugs from the establishment. Vitale, along with co-worker John Drew, was arrested for what officials are saying was a long-term investigation. Saugerton officials racked up 8 separate search warrants in the process for the bar and the Vitale residence. Said Rich Angelone, a member of the Sons of Italy organization located across from My Bar, "We're shocked that this happened. We've been trying to keep a good reputation, and we couldn't believe this." Drew has been released since prison, and Vitale is being held on $410,000 bond. Congrats.
And on to other national news. In Washington, D.C., military officials are accusing Iran on Tuesday of continuing to train and arm Iraqi insurgents. Many lawmakers in the U.S. stressed that they are very disappointed that Baghdad opened up its doors to Islamic Republic's top leaders. Joe?
Not too long after the drug bust, it's been brought to the attention of Saugerton organizations of teen issues in the town. Last Wednesday at Darrenowski High School, Saugerton organizations came together to discuss these issues. The meeting began with Victoria Triano, a longtime Saugerton volunteer, as she stressed the need for cooperation between organizations. Said Triano, "My hope is that we will eliminate boundaries and become no more territorialism between groups. If we are territorial," she says, "we're doomed to fail." The meeting focused on school safety, emotional stability, and drug and alcohol prevention. Said YMCA Director Jonathan Myers, "It's far more than drugs and alcohol here." Board of Education member Brian Goralski stressed the importance of the Parks and Recreational Department to cope with these drug problems.
Okay, a gruesome story coming out of Memphis, Tennessee. Residents are continuing to pray and officers are going door to door looking for tips that can lead them to any suspects or even a motive in the city's biggest murder investigation in nearly 10 years. Police are ruling out a murder-suicide in the death of 4 adults and 2 children. Last fall, the FBI ranked Memphis 8th in the country for reports of serious crimes per capita. 200 people attended a prayer service at the First Baptist Church in Memphis. And also, if you think your boss is discriminating against you, you are not alone. Federal job discrimination complaints filed by workers against private employers shot up by 9% last year and will go down in records with the U.S. Department of Labor as being the highest since the U.S. Department of Labor has been around.
Coming up in the next half hour,
A look on school safety and how it's important in our American schools.
as the spring season comes to start, it's the art department at Southington High School that really starts to roll. The art department will hold their annual art show, and we'll take Thomas Horanzi on the show to have him tell a little bit about it.
And also, You Choose 2008. We'll take at the presidential race of 2008. But first, this is the Southington K Factor on Community Access Television.